Here are your weekly Warcraft reminders. Hey, it's Soul, and you can support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing for more WoW coverage, and catching me live in the mornings on Twitch for a chat. Let's get through the usual stuff real quick. Over in Dragonflight land, we entered the 5th week of Season 4 featuring Aberrus. Pick up the last Hurrah quest to complete a time rift, do a suffusion chest, and complete the Researchers Under Fire event for Veteran and Champion gear, as well as another half spark to complete your next piece of epic crafted gear. The Loot Pinata is kind of taking a break right now, with only arena skirmishes and gravity laps as this week's brawl. Over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are Tyrannical and Volcanic, with Sanguine as the 10 and higher affix. Now, that's something, Tyrannical and Volcanic, ooh, really scary. Seriously though, now is a good time to take a fresh look at affixes like Sanguine, knowing that it's tailored towards the more competitive side of WoW. We should be asking ourselves, is this an appropriate affix at this difficulty? Does it need tweaking, or should it get tossed into the trash? And then later Monday, 3 PM Pacific, Cataclysm Classic launches worldwide. Hopefully you didn't forget about it the way that I totally did. Okay, you're here for the remix, so let's talk tips. First though, you want to keep in mind that this event launched only a few days ago, and this video releases on Monday mornings. At any point, we might get some hot fixes like the frog farm that got nerfed, developer responses to feedback, and more. I was able to complete my personal goal of completing the 10 special achievements related to this event and get all the cosmetics that I wanted, so I'm going to go through a little bit of what I've learned and give a few tips to help you along. If you come across rare or even epic gear in your travels, don't get rid of them, even if you can replace them with higher item level gear. Higher quality gear includes additional stats to get you by. You can always upgrade this gear, and it's very cheap to do at low levels. Let's talk a little bit about item level. The highest drops that you can attain right now is item level 346, and it will always drop at this level once you reach level 70. Just like in Dragonflight, upgrading gear with bronze has a discount if you want to upgrade low item level gear, such as the stuff that I told you to hold on to, and bring it something to your level. Only the discount in the remix is way better. However, this discount is not shared across characters. The higher quality gear that I mentioned includes additional stats to help you out, and early into your max level adventures, you can use every edge you can get. Some of you might be struggling with managing your inventory. After all, there are a lot of gem slots and lots of gems, and there's no convenient UI like in Season of Discovery. Well, the Narcissus add-on is here to give you that convenience in a very intuitive, if imperfect way. You want to make sure this works after the add-on's installed by going into the add-on options, extensions, and make sure that the paper doll widget box is checked. From here, you can have this handy hourglass thing that, when you click it, it opens a gem manager. Under the major header, you can mouse over your meta and your cogwheel powers, right-click to unequip, and left-click to choose among the gems that you have. Under Tinkers, you can see your full list of gems available, and with a click, the add-on will remove and apply them for you. The same goes for the prismatic gems, which let you plug gems straight in as if adjusting stats. Personally, while I think this add-on is great, by the time I saw it, I had already developed my own kind of fangled system of organizing the gems, and I'm not so fond of how the add-on understandably mangles up this organization in favor of its own functionality. I also noticed that sometimes I prefer certain gems to go into gear slots but not others. In other words, the add-on doesn't let me fine-tune stats the way that I want to, but it's still very helpful when you're on the move. Since we're talking about gems, let's talk of a few of the fun ones and some cool synergies. If you're looking for defensives, hook yourself up with Frost Armor, Enkindle, and Tankmaster's Shield. The Tankmaster Shield arguably gives the most bang for your buck because it scales with health, but unlike the others, it only activates after not taking damage for a few seconds. But I just like using all three. Meteor Storm and Opportunist is a really strong combo that'll practically guarantee that when those rocks come tumbling down, you'll have a 50% increase to your crit, and the uptime is reasonably high because lots of people will probably also use this combo for the purpose of maybe stun locking. Slay, Brittle, and Victory Fire are what you can hold on to totally annihilate packs of mobs that are clumped together. Slay is especially important, effectively ensuring that all but the biggest raid bosses will die at 10% health. Everyone should be using this to contribute big damage as a group. The damage that comes from Slay as well as Victory Fire contribute to Brittle, making damage spread in hilarious and explosive ways. One of my personal favorite combos includes Mark of Arrogance, Sunstrider's Flourish, and Leech, actually, which you're going to get a lot of no matter what you do, but I also happen to use Vampiric Aura, and I also combine this with the Meteor Storm and Opportunist gems. This makes AoE tanking very cake. Mark of Arrogance is a very hard-hitting dot, meaning that there's no target cap if I wanted to pull tons of mobs. This also means lots of leech healing, and the dots can crit, which makes the Sunstrider's Flourish really shine with high crit, which again gives even more healing. There are plenty of other combos and definitely ones I haven't discovered or fully tried out, so please feel free to share your own, it'll only help us out. As for more general advice, I still stand by the idea that your first steps ought to include the big 10 achievements. Get that out of the way and you free yourself to do pretty much whatever you want for bronze or for other alts if you want to level. I do recommend that you shouldn't worry about leveling alts until you have at least hit the Infinite Power 11 achievement, which nearly maxes out the bonus cloak stats that your alt will get. A really big tip and a reminder though, you're playing the remix, where a significant part of your strategy is going to revolve around having a good gem loadout. It's going to save you from those moments where the scaling seems weird, and adjusting your loadout is going to help a ton. While leveling, I do recommend a general loadout that combines high AoE, leech, and damage absorption, and would suggest that for raids too. Scaling, especially in big group content, can be kinda funny, and for the most part you'll be relying on yourself to heal until you're hanging out with folks doing max level content together. But really, again, play the gems, play the gems, play the gems. And if you're missing any, they're really cheap to get. You can buy the Tinkers for 300 bronze a pop, and while it's random, you'll eventually get them all, and it'll let you know. I'll leave the floor open for you to ask any questions and to share other tips. The alpha has been trucking along with almost the entire leveling experience available. I think it's reasonable to have at least one more week like this before we even consider moving on to the beta phase of testing. Of course though, what do I know? Let's find out together. So if you can like this video, subscribe for more coverage, catch me live in the mornings on stream, and let's have Bob close us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
Wasted my life, it's obsession. I'm grinding reputation, I won't be denied. Hit that 25 and I'll be famous. Contract spent, I can't slow down. Rep is who I am, can't do anything else. So don't hold me back. Need that gear, I need that bug, I need that pet. So I'm gonna make soup, then I'm gonna world boss, then I'm gonna farm more, then I'm gonna not work. My renown will go up, then I'm gonna dig holes, then I'm gonna dig holes, then I'm gonna dig holes. Done.